Hi, folks. I'm Tom Vica. We're going to talk weather here for the next several minutes. So first of all, we start you off with our tower cam view. And I've got a good one from Cenla Broadcasting there on Texas Street in Alexandria. You see the clouds, actually less clouded is what we're seeing. You can see some sun getting through that for the first time in the day. Those clouds held the temperatures down too. We were 48 degrees out at AX just a minute ago. And of course, I think the clouds will decrease here as we head through the remainder of the night. Up in Gina, you can see there's really not any sunshine there. I can see a few breaks in the clouds, but clouds in Gina, we have more there than we do in Alexandria because the trend of decreasing clouds is heading from southwest to northeast. So you would expect that Alexandria would see less cloudiness in that type of pattern, and we do. And it is a chill, though, everywhere, with temperatures mostly in the 40s and the 50s to the southwest of us. You can see we have a little bit of a clearing trend working into our southwestern parishes, Beauregard Parish, much of Vernon Parish, and into Allen Parish. Seeing some sunshine right now. It looks like Sabine getting into some of that sun action as well. And that trend will continue to head toward the northeast during the night, and that will be very important in determining how cold it gets. And I'll have some numbers city by city and parish by parish in just a bit. Satellite and radar showing the clouds still in the area. You can see them decreasing, a little bit of high cloudiness streaming across Mexico into the northern Gulf. That is associated with a strong jet stream, but look out toward Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and points northward from there towards Seattle. You see a lot of clouds, a strong frontal system, storm system heading this way. It's taking shape, and it will be heading this way in the coming days and will affect us on Monday. Futurecast, this is how it plays out according to our in-house model. Sunday's a pretty good day. Once we get into Monday, we see rain and thunderstorms starting Monday morning and then increasing throughout the day. This would say be for your evening commute home and some after-school activities. Rain and storms in the forecast, and there is potential for severe weather with this, and it's widespread as far as the rainfall is concerned. I think everybody gets wet. So here's the current outlook area. Includes 2 days worth here, Monday and Monday night for the east. It will be after that into Tuesday. So this could be one of those patterns that produces some severe weather potential across a large part of the southern United States. We watch that storm track. You can see the surface low moving from southeast New Mexico Monday morning up into the Tennessee Valley by Tuesday evening. And that is a pattern that travels to the north of us. We usually get the warm sector. And so that is where the potential for severe weather comes from, as we have the strong dynamics associated with the weather system interacting with the thermodynamic energy, the warmth and humidity and instability that we know that is so important in severe local storms. So severe threats in a little bit more detail. Overall, right now, it looks limited, but that could change. Flooding threat looks like the least worry, but a 1 to 2 inch rain in an hour or less could happen if we can get a heavy thunderstorm. Looks like in this one, though, the heaviest rainfall potential stays south and east of the Cenla area. But again, that is subject to change as well. Wind and tornadoes look like the top 2 threats. Wind the top threat. There is still some potential with some hail. Depends on the storm type. We get some supercells, especially in advance of the weather system, in advance of the front, maybe what we call the open warm sector. We could see risk of some severe hail there. Severe hail meaning about a 1/4 inch or larger in diameter. So wind and tornado potential, as we'll see strong low-level winds, which will generate what we call helicity, a twist in the air motion, and then the updraft that powers the storm upward and supplies the energy to the storm, the lifeblood of the storm. In fact, that, of course, would take on a rotational component, and that is exactly what a supercell storm is, a storm with a rotating updraft. That's where you get most of your major and strong tornadoes. Not looking for that a lot here unless things change just a bit. The instability is pretty limited. Maybe some areas to the east of us could see a strong tornado or two. But again, Nick and I will continue to reevaluate, and we do continue to reevaluate these situations several times a day and think about them and talk about it. All right, Cenla average tonight that I'm expecting 34. Typically we see 39, so a little bit below that. Colder than it was this morning. There was a chill this morning, but it was in the low 40s. We'll be in the 30s, I think, just about area-wide. 30 to 31 on some of the coldest thermometers. That is a light freeze, 1 to 4 hours of sub-freezing conditions. Probably a plants and maybe pets night just for the chill. And then going into the higher end of things, looks like about a 37 or 38. So many people will be above freezing for tonight, but there will be a few that get that light freeze. Sunday's highs rebounding pretty well into the 50s and lower 60s, close to the typical of 59. In fact, I have 59 for the Cenla average that I expect. Mid-50s coolest, lower 60s, some of the highest readings to expect. And then looking for your 7 days, Sunday will be a nice, kind of a calm, tranquil day, kind of the calm before the storm, if you will, as things come in quickly on Monday. A 100% chance of rain, some thunderstorms mixing in with that. Everybody gets wet with this, and there is that potential for some severe weather Monday into Monday evening. The fronts come through. Now, this will be a windy time, Monday and Tuesday, with this strong weather system approaching. We'll get strong southerly winds. Behind it, we'll get strong northwesterly winds, and that will spill into Tuesday. I do retain a 20% Tuesday morning just because of some timing of some of the models indicating there could be things as far as rain is concerned linger maybe as late as 6, 7 o'clock Tuesday morning in a few areas. Wednesday looks like another calm day. Thursday we'll start to see some changes as clouds roll back in. 20% chance of rain in the PM hours. And then going into Friday, rain, a few thunderstorms with that particular system. And in my opinion, that one is under review, should be under review for the potential for severe weather. If we can get a good warm sector, has a dynamic potential for it. So we'll watch Friday for some severe potential as well. And a front comes through that day, and then things get cleaned out for Saturday, and just a partly sunny day, but colder. Saturday and Wednesday mornings look like the coldest over the next over the next 7 days, and those 2 mornings offer a potential for a light to moderate freeze, but no colder than what we've had so far this year. So no extreme cold indicated, at least in this 7-day forecast. So potential for severe weather. Headlines are forecast there on Monday and Monday evening. And Nick will be with you tomorrow, and we'll have more about to say about that Monday as